Everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica. On today's video, I'm going to be doing day one of the October 5 days of foundation. So this month we're going to be doing high-end foundations, and today, day one, I'm going to be starting with a foundation that everyone is talking about. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I did just pick this up in the Sephora appreciation sale. I wanted to go ahead and give this a try because I was a little bit concerned about the color of the shade that I picked out because the 0 shades were sold out. So I did get shade 1N, which is supposed to be a fair neutral shade. But when I did swatch it during my haul video, it did look a little bit on the peachy side. So I'm a little concerned that it might be a little bit too yellow or too orange for my skin tone. So I do want to give this a try first because if the shade's not right, I am going to take it back. This is a higher end foundation, so it is a little bit pricier. If you have not seen it before, this is what it looks like, and you can see it does look a little dark for me, but when I did pick this up, the 0 shades were all sold out. So I'm going to go ahead and read from the website what this product claims it will do. So there are a lot of shades in this foundation. There they all are. I'm not going to scroll through all of them and let you know what they all are, but there they are. I would have preferred to use probably one of the 0 shades, but that is what it is. So the description, it's very short on the phone version of the website. It says the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation is the Dior makeup artist's secret weapon to create an instantly flawless complexion with ultra buildable coverage from a natural nude glow to high coverage perfection. Okay, and then for the finish, the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation is tested and approved by 100% of Dior professional makeup artists. With its fluid texture and second skin finish, this ultra buildable foundation offers custom-made intensity. And then, let's see what else it says here. It's enriched with beauty-enhancing pigments. The formula fuses with skin that glows for a perfect natural complexion in real life and through the camera's lens. The waterproof formula of the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation creates an invisible mesh on the skin and resists extreme conditions. Workout sessions, water, extreme temperatures, and humid environments. It even resists the bright lights both backstage and above the catwalk. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on. I did already put on some of the Pixie by Petra Hydrating Milky Mist. I am also using the Origins Original Skin Pore Perfecting Cooling Primer with Willow Herb as my primer. I did pick up the serum in Willow Herb, and I'm not quite sure, but something's making me break out down here along my chin. One of the possibilities is that serum because that's the newest thing that I put into my skincare line. I'm not sure if I might be having an allergic reaction to the willow herb, so we'll see if that causes any more reaction. Another thing that I'm trying out this month are my September tinted moisturizers, and one of those might be causing me to break out as well. I'm not quite sure which one, but one of them might be causing me to break out. All right, so I'm going to be applying this with a sponge on this side of my face, which is my left, your right, and then my Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 on this side of my face, my right, your left. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put some of this out onto the back of my hand. It does come in a squeeze bottle, and because I was shaking it, it is coming out all over the place. All right, so there it is. As you can see, this is shade 1N, and it's a little bit dark. So we're going to go ahead on this side of my face with my brush and see how that works. All right, at least in this lighting, it's not looking as bad as I thought. My skin in the center of my face is very red, so you can definitely see the line of demarcation, but you can definitely see on my neck that this is not a matching tone. I think I'm going to have to return this shade just because it's supposed to be neutral, and it's very on the orange side. I do like the finish, though. I definitely like the finish. All right, I'm going to go in. There's a little bit left on my hand with my Flower Beauty sponge, and I'm definitely going to need more. But try to get this going on the other side of my face. Definitely looks like I'm getting a lighter coverage with the sponge, but that's typically to be expected, so. Okay, I will tell you that I am liking the finish on this. I'm actually liking the finish a lot. It's not super dewy, but it's also not completely matte either. And I'm liking it with both the brush and the sponge, although the sponge probably gives just a hint lighter coverage. It's not as bad as I was concerned it might be when I first started putting it on. Um, yeah, right now I'm liking it. I'm liking the finish. I'm liking the way it's laying on my skin. It looks really natural, other than the shade being a little bit orange. Um, and looking at the shade right now, it's actually not as bad. It's not as bad as I originally thought it might be. I don't know. Maybe it is. In the viewfinder, it's definitely looking more orange than like in my mirror under the lights. So I'm definitely going to have to look at this in natural lighting in a couple of hours. I will tell you this though, it is raining here today, which is good because I'll be able to see if it's truly waterproof. Not really. I'm not going to go stand out in the rain for hours, but um I won't get like a full-on sun look at my midday check-in. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face. The time now is 9:26. So I will check in at about 1:30 and then I will check in again at about 5:30. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup and I will see you guys in just a couple of minutes. All right, everybody, I am back. It is 9:46, so it took me about 20 minutes to do my makeup. On the rest of my face, I have my It Confidence in Your Glow in the shade Instant Nude Glow. I have all three of these on my face as my bronzer, blush, and highlighter. The bronzer is about the most pigmented of the three. The blush and highlighter are not super pigmented on that. On my lids, I have my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and then oh, I forgot mascara. How did I forget mascara? Anyway, I'll put that on here in a second. I'm using my Soft Glam palette from Anastasia. I have Tempera all over my lid, Rustic in my crease, Cypress Umber in the outer portion of my eye. I have Sienna on the eyelid, and then Glistening on the eyelid. And then on the under eye, I use the Cypress Umber, Sienna, and Glistening. And then in my inner corner, I have Fairy. So that is my eye look for today. On my lips, I have this lipstick from Lawless. It's in the shade Leo. I am not really liking this formula. I had it on one time before, and I decided I wanted to give it a second shot just because I was not real happy with the first time that I wore this. And right now, it feels almost gritty on my lips. And then this happens. You know what I mean? Where like you have a very delineated line. I like the shade. I like the shade a lot, which is why I'm giving it a second chance. Because I think the shade is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to have to try to find more shades like this in other formulas because I'm just not sure that this formula is going to make it for me. It just kind of like disappears from my lips. Anyway, I'm going to put my mascara on. I'm going to be using the Benefit Roller Lash, and give me 1 second. I will be right with you. All right, mascara is on. I honestly have no idea how I forgot mascara because that is the only makeup I used to wear. Anyway, mascara is on and I did a little bit too fast, so I'm getting some transfer, which is kind of annoying. Anyway, Benefit Roller Lash on my lashes, and then I did put a little bit of concealer on this Born This Way. This is the original formula Born This Way concealer, just a tiny little bit on my under eyes. All right, so I feel like it's definitely gotten more orange the longer it's been sitting on my skin. Maybe that just could be me. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it just is something I'm seeing that's not actually there. I don't know. But I feel like it's gotten a little bit more orange. I'm definitely gonna have to check this out in natural lighting because in here it doesn't look bad. I mean, I can definitely see the difference in my neck, which is super pale, and my skin, which is looking on the orangey side right now. So the finish though, I think the finish is absolutely beautiful on this. I mean, my lines are definitely there. I didn't have to powder this foundation, number one. I did not have to powder it. There's no transfer at all. This is reminding me very much like the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation in regards to like the finish. I really love the fact that, I mean, I could sit here and just be like, oh look, there's no foundation on. Like, that's how the Peach Perfect is, and that one's peachy too. So if I can get this in a shade that I feel looks better on my skin, and it's not a lot. Like, literally, I just need the zero shade, I think. I need the zero shade. I might be tempted to get the zero cool rather than the zero neutral. If the neutral undertone is pulling really peach, I think the cool might be the proper undertone for me as well. So I'd be tempted to get the one cool as well. But I don't think my Sephora, even my full-blown Sephora that's closest to me, carries Dior in store. I think I'd have to go down to Maryland. I think some of the Maryland stores carries Dior in store. Anyhow, yeah, the shade, I'm not real happy on the shade, but the finish though, the finish looks really good for now. It's looking like it might be starting to get into some of my lines on my upper lip. I'm going to zoom you in and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So like just in here on my upper lip, it's looking like it might be starting to get into some of those creases. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that as the day progresses. I will definitely tell you about 1:30 what's going on there. You see how the lipstick just kind of like disappears? That's weird, right? Yeah. Anyhow, it's looking great on my chin. On my forehead, it's looking really good. And on my cheeks, it looks really good. Like this finish right now, as long as it keeps this look, I will be very happy with this and I will buy it again. I will take this shade back, the 1N back, and get probably zero cool or zero neutral. Because I'm really liking this finish. But again, I've only had it on for about a half an hour. So I'm going to go about my day and I will check in at about 1:30 and then again at 5:30 and we will see how it wears for the next 8 hours. Keep your fingers crossed. Right now it's looking really good. So I will see you guys in about 4 hours. All right, everybody, it is time for my midday check-in and the time is now 1:22. So not quite 1:30, but I'm about to get on a phone call here in a couple of minutes. So I figured I'd go ahead and check in just a couple minutes early. But I have my little mirror here and I'm going to take a look at what this is looking like. And I was looking before I came outside. It is actually not raining at this moment, but it is still overcast. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to you and then I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are with what it's looking like 4 hours in, or 4 hours thereabouts in. So you can see the line on my neck. I brought the foundation down my neck, but not onto my décolleté. So it's definitely the wrong shade. I definitely have to work on getting another shade. If in 4 more hours I'm still liking this, because right now I am liking it. In fact, the only thing I'm not liking is here on my chin. It is breaking up a little bit, but not horribly. So unless I'm literally like holding my chin out, you can't really see it too badly. Looking at the rest of my skin, I like how it's looking on my cheeks a lot. It's getting a little oily on my nose, but that's probably not the foundation's fault. And I'm really liking the way it's looking on my forehead. So overall, 4 hours in, I am really liking this foundation. Just my chin. But that is a problem area for me, so. I don't think I told you guys, it does have 1.6 fluid ounces. It is $40, so it's a little bit on the pricier side for a foundation, but it not terribly, because a lot of foundations are 1 ounce for $40 or $35 in that range on the higher end. So yeah, if I can find a shade that I like, I might be buying this again, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to return this shade just because I can't be walking around like this. I like that it makes me look a little bit tan, but I can't be walking around like this. So I went online and I looked at the shade range again, and I'm thinking that I might go with the zero neutral because the zero cool is a little bit pinky. and I'm not sure that I need that. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to see what my recommendation I can find online is. So anyway, that is my midday check-in. I think it's looking really good. So I'll see you guys in about 4 hours. Bye. All right, everybody, I am back, and I am much later than I thought I was going to be. It is 7:28, so I've had this on for 10 hours, and amazingly enough, it's not that bad after 10 hours. Today was actually John and I's wedding anniversary, so we went out to dinner after I got off work, and this is the first time I'm having an opportunity to sit down and film the closeout of this foundation. So 19 years we've been married, in case anybody was wondering. So 19 years.
They didn't care.
And he's sitting over here listening to me film this part of the video. So anyhow, I already have you zoomed in. So let's talk about this foundation. And I've had this on for 10 hours, mind you. Most of my foundation reviews are 8 hours. Every once in a while, I'll have one that goes a little bit longer, maybe 9 hours. But 10 hours is usually not the length of time that I do these videos for. So this foundation has stayed on longer than most of my other foundation reviews have. And I will say it looks really good. I don't think it has changed since lunchtime. My nose is a little bit shinier, but not as shiny as some other foundations that I've tried. Absolutely, positively not. And like, I think I could probably just powder my nose and it would be fine. I'm going to actually just dab it with a tissue. And that actually did not take off any foundation. Maybe just a hint. If you look at the tissue there, there's just maybe just a hint of color on it. So it really didn't take off any of the foundation. I will say this, at dinner, I got the hiccups. And it was one of those like your chest hurts hiccups, and my eyes started watering. So I actually had some like tears coming down the sides of my face, not like crying or anything like that, but I did have a couple of tears coming out of the side of my eyes, and I don't see any problems with this foundation. And I'll be honest, other than this on my chin where it's starting to break up a little bit, and I might be able to play with some different primers to see if I could help that. And of course the shade. So I'm definitely going to be returning this because of the shade, because I'm still within my return window for this product. Definitely going to be returning it for the shade, but I'm thinking I'm definitely going to pick up, hopefully what I can find is the correct shade, because I'm really impressed with this foundation. Whereas the Peach Perfect foundation, and I never ended up powdering this. I don't know if I told you guys that. I never ended up powdering this at all. And 10 hours, it's just starting to do a little bit of transfer, and I think that's just because my natural oils have come through. But the Peach Perfect foundation, which is the other foundation that I've tried so far this year that is very low transfer, the shade on that is just so off. So if I can find if like the zero neutral or the zero cool shades would work for me, I will be very, very happy. Very, very happy. And like I said, this bottle was, even though it's a smaller bottle, it actually has 1.6 ounces in it. So it actually does have, actually I think that's about what Peach Perfect has, is 1.6 ounces. So I'm really impressed with this. I've heard great things about this foundation in particular. I've heard great things about Dior products in particular. I think this might be the very first Dior product I've ever owned, at least makeup product. And I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. So there's my first impression of the Dior Backstage, what is this, Face and Body Foundation. I'm pretty impressed, other than the shade. So if you can find a shade that would match your skin tone, I would recommend at least giving it a try. So there you go. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already and you would like to be, please hit that red subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that little bell to notify you when I do upload new videos. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. Have you tried the Dior Backstage Foundation? And if so, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye!